We're covering breaking news. The Supreme Court has adopted a formal code of conduct for the first time in its history. The 15-page document describes the conduct that justices should abide by. It includes upholding the integrity of the judiciary and avoiding the appearance of impropriety. It comes amid heightened scrutiny of justices' ethics practices. In a joint statement, they wrote, "The absence of a code has previously led to the misunderstanding. They, quote, regard themselves as unrestricted by any ethics rules. They say this code should dispel this misunderstanding." I want to bring in CBS News chief legal correspondent Jan Crawford. Jan, it's great to see you. Before we get into what's actually in the code, remind us what sparked this move.
Well, as you said, the court has been under calls for years to adopt this kind of formal code of conduct. Lower court judges, federal district court judges, and appellate court judges have to follow a code of conduct, but the court has never had its own formal kind of ethics code. And what we've seen in recent years is that some of the justices have been coming under intense scrutiny, as you pointed out, for certain gifts and travel, book deals that they've taken. We've seen Democrats on Capitol Hill kind of make it a political issue and saying it calls into question the legitimacy of the Supreme Court. So the justices have been working on this for years. I remember going back 5 or 6 years ago, and they were talking about a code of conduct. But I think, as you said, it's this recent spate of reporting and calls on Capitol Hill has led to increased pressure on the court. So over the summer, we saw justices speaking at different conferences saying the court is working on a code of conduct, working on an ethics code, and suggesting that it would be released soon. And that is what we've gotten today, kind of this formal code that the justices say, all 9 of them signed on to, and they say it's basically what we've been doing all along. You wanted us to have a code of conduct, and so here it is. It's formal, it's in writing, and this is what we've been doing, but now here it is in writing.
Can you give us some examples of what's in the code of conduct?
Sure. It very closely tracks the code that the lower court judges follow. And that makes sense because most of these justices were federal appeals court judges before they went on to the Supreme Court. But the Supreme Court is different than a federal appellate court. There's only 9 of them. So this code of conduct makes the point that, if you're going to recuse from a case because some group that you might know or had a connection to has filed a friend of the court brief, they're not a direct party in the case, then maybe you might want to err on the side and go ahead and participate in the case because, again, the Supreme Court is a different body than the lower courts where there's a lot of other judges who could step in and fill out the court. The court, if one justice recuses, then there's 9 of them. That is a kind of a possibility of a 4-4 split, and that's not good for the administration of law. So there's slightly different takes on recusal. There's other things about amicus briefs and when the justices, what would be considered a conflict. So you have a few things that are unique to the Supreme Court in the ways that they're different than these lower federal appellate court and district court judges that are kind of what I think you see tracked a little differently. But there's nothing really, as the justices say, there's nothing new here. This is what they've been doing. This is the code of conduct they say they've been following. What's new is that this is just public and formal.
So it's public and formal, but what happens if a justice violates this code of conduct?
That's where I think you're going to see, again, the Democrats on the Hill are not going to be satisfied. They're going to say, well, what's the enforcement mechanism? What if a justice, as you said, violates this code of conduct? And, the court, again, I think you have to understand, and we all have to think about, it's different than the lower courts. The Supreme Court is the only court in the United States that's created by the United States Constitution. It is a creation of the United States Constitution. And so if there's misconduct, the Constitution provides one mechanism, and that's impeachment, right? So that's how that all would go about. So you don't have these committees that would look at misconduct and all that with the Supreme Court. It's different than these appellate courts. So the code, this new code, doesn't say anything about that enforcement mechanism, implying that it's going to track what it says the Constitution says, and that enforcement mechanism is in the Constitution.
All right, Jan Crawford, thank you so much.